What's up? Granite State Squatch here with Bolts, Bikes, Brims, and Briars, and I am here because we're going to do a little Q&A. Over the past few months, I've been getting more and more subscribers, and I've had people ask me questions, and especially through connections on Facebook. So I picked 10 questions from everything, and we're going to go through those. All right. So, what does Granite State Squatch mean? Well, basically, I live in the Granite State. That's what we call New Hampshire. And Granite State Squatch is basically my CB handle in the trucking world. So, that's that's all it is. Basically, spent a lot of my life with people calling me Neanderthal and ape. And usually when people call me that, it usually results in somebody's nose getting busted because I don't like that at all. I can handle being called Squatch or Sasquatch, but someone calls me Neanderthal or an ape, doesn't usually end well, if you know what I mean. It really pisses me off. So, and how long have you been doing reviews? Doing reviews on YouTube for 10 years, around there. A lot of my videos I took off because they just weren't getting any views, but I've probably over the past 10 years or so, I've probably done 1,000 videos at least. Excuse me, man. Take a sip of my drink here. If none of you have tried this stuff, Blue Shine Lemonade. I use blueberry liquor from Maine, and it is so good. 7%. All right. So, given the fact that your channel is called Bullets, Bikes, Brims, and Briars, what is your favorite bullet, bike, brim, and briars? So my favorite firearm. That kind of, and again, sorry about the coughing, guys. The pollen's been really getting to me, and this time of year I get a pretty nasty cough that lingers for quite a while. I guess I would say my favorite kind of rifle is probably a lever action 30-30. I had a Marlin a while ago that was pretty awesome. As far as like a shotgun goes, I've got my little, I'll show you here. Now we got this cool little thing, mini 14. It's basically a Remington 870 just with a 14-inch barrel. Funny because the ATF doesn't consider it a firearm. It's considered a firearm accessory part, which is pretty strange. But it's in 12 gauge. Pretty cool. As far as pistols go, my Beretta 92 FS is probably my favorite full size, and then my favorite compact carry would probably be my Bursa TPR 9 C, which is a great little DASA gun, a little budget gun, but it shoots great. And then my favorite revolver is probably going to be the GP100 from Ruger. Just built like a tank, shoots great. So, as far as a more aggressive style rifle, a lot of guys are AR guys. I'm not big into ARs. I'm a AK guy. Because those you can just beat the crap out of, bury in the mud, and go back 30 years later, things still going to fire. So it's kind of what I like. Bikes. Oof. Man, oh man, I've had so many bikes. I gotta say, probably my favorite bike that I've ever owned, I gotta say, is my Triumph. I had a 2014 Triumph Rocket 3 touring in a candy apple red and black and gold scheme. And that was just insanity. 2300 cc inline triple engine. It was a 2.3 liter engine. I mean, it's bigger than some car engines. Crazy. But I think I really like the old Triumph Bonnevilles. They're really nice. The Vincent Black Shadows. Those old Nortons. I really love vintage style bikes. The old Harleys, old Indians. That's kind of my go-to. But I love all motorcycles. You know, I've had Cowies, I've had Suzukis, I've had Yamahas. I was a wingnut for a while. I had a pretty decent collection of old retro Honda Goldwings before they put the fairings on them. The old GL 1000s. I had 5 of those at one time. So it's kind of hard to say what my favorite bike is because I just love them all. Favorite hat, because we're on to brims now. Oh, man, that's really hard. I don't know if I could say any one hat. I mean, I guess the one that I've probably worn the most over the years is this, which is just my leather one from Stetson. I bought this 7 years ago, and I wore it nearly every day. Never did anything to it, so it's great. But as far as my favorite brand of hat, I'm a Stetson guy through and through. Love Stetson. I love Strakowski as well. I love the Scallywag Company. I love Hanna hats. You know, I love Mulligan Gear, of course. Love Mulligan Gear. Becoming a really avid fan of the Hologram Paris line. I've only got one cap from Capello, but hopefully get more. But a big into the Hologram Paris. They make some pretty cool caps. But I think Stetson is probably my favorite, only because they just have a fantastic history. It's an American company, has rooted in American history. They make all kinds of stuff, a lot of Western gear. They've got colognes, they've got jackets, they've got shirts, pants, boots. Got all kinds of cowboy hats, which I got one on my list that I want to get called Boss of the Plains, which is the name of the very first cowboy hat ever made in history by John B. Stetson. Was called Boss of the Plains. So yeah, Stetson is where it's at for me. And as far as I've seen, I'm really the only one doing a decent amount of reviews of Stetsons. I've only seen 3 other videos featuring Stetson hats besides actual advertisements from Stetson. Only 3 other reviewers. Chad from 1st and 508th, he did a Hatteras review. Anox did one of a 10-panel weathered cotton ivy, which I had one of those and lost it while I was on my motorcycle. And Cisco did one that he of a Woolrich, I think, cap that he restored basically, that he bought from eBay. But other than those 3 videos, I haven't seen any other Stetson videos. I've been putting out the most, so I'm not really sure why there isn't a lot of love for Stetson. Could be the price. Stetson is very, very expensive. So, what else? Oh, and Briars. My favorite Briars. Peterson. This is a nice fishtail. This is my favorite pipe. Rusticated from Peterson in Ireland. Nice 100 or sterling silver band. It's got this sort of black with red rolled on. It's very, very nice. sure you can hear it in the background. My son is watching the movie Free Willy, which is a movie I watched when I was a kid. So that's my favorite one. I do love Savinelli's, but I love me a good Irish pipe. I also have another favorite. That's it's an OMS, the Devil's Ants pipe. It's very, very short. Only comes to about here. So those are probably my two favorites. All right. I thought this was kind of funny. What does your wife feel about your cap collection? Well, I'm a two-time loser. I've been divorced twice. I got married when I was 18, had a couple of kids. Marriage lasted about 9 years. Didn't go well toward the end there. Got remarried a few years later. Our marriage was great. Unfortunately, my wife at the time suffered a traumatic brain injury after getting hit by a car, and she dealt with a lot of personality changes, and resulted in her moving out, essentially, and kind of leaving me and our son. So I'm a single dad and a full-time trucker and a cap reviewer. So she's better now. Don't worry. She's a good mom. We get along great. We're really good friends. It's just the love just wasn't there on her end because she just didn't remember me really. Just permanent brain damage. It was pretty bad. So yeah. So I don't have a wife to complain about my caps. I do have a girlfriend, and she just laughs at me. So that's yeah. What do your tats mean? And more specifically, what is the one here mean, and the stars? Well, the stars are just. I was a boxer when I was younger, and I think with my dirty 30. I just got drunk and I was like, yeah, I want some stars on my hands. I'll be badass, when I'm riding my motorcycle. Yeah, it's one of those dumb young guy things to do. This right here is just a dedication to my grandmother. She's really the only mother I ever knew. My mother wasn't in my life. So when she passed away, got that for her, which is a bit ironic because she hated tattoos, and if she actually was alive to see that, she'd probably smack me upside my head. So, other than that, I've got some like Celtic zoomorphic tattoos. That was actually a tattoo for me and my ex. It's K&R forever. And then I've got if you can see, a Celtic cross here for my father, who passed away tragically in a car accident. And then I've got a heraldic lion here, and I've got just a stupid tribal tattoo I got when I was 18 on my back. And yeah, that's about it. What kind of trucking do you do? Okay, so I do a dedicated trucking run, and we haul seafood out of Maine and Boston, and we haul it all the way out to Texas, and then usually we pick up electrical wire out of Dallas, haul that back out to New England, and make our deliveries. And usually, because I do it with another guy, usually bang it out in a few days. So I leave on a Friday afternoon, get back Monday morning. Like this morning, I think I got to my shop at about 5 in the morning, and came home and went to bed. That was it. So I got the rest of today. I got the rest of today being Monday. I got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday up until about 1 at home, which is great because it allows me to be at home to take care of my son. This one is my favorite color. Weird. What are we on a date here? My favorite color. Army green, deep army green. Yeah, probably like, the Stetson Gallatin cap. It's probably like my favorite color green. That's for like clothes and stuff, but I think my other favorite color would probably be red. I really love red, like hot rods and old red trucks and red motorcycles and stuff like that. And so you said that you're from Boston, but you call yourself the Granite State Squatch. How does that make any sense? All right, so my grandparents had a home in New Hampshire, and I spent a lot of time there. I grew up in foster care, so kind of spent a lot of time in around the North Shore area of Boston, and then I spent a lot of time with my grandparents up in New Hampshire. And once I was old enough, I just preferred to be in New Hampshire. I'm not a big fan of Massachusetts politics. Love Massachusetts food. Boston, North Shore food. I mean, you can't get much better when it comes to seafood and stuff like that. I mean, it's just stuff coming out of Gloucester, some stuff coming out of Ipswich, Essex. It's just, you can't get much better. It's really, really good stuff. And Boston's got really good Italian. So, and then, Maine. God, can't get a better lobster roll other than in Maine. But yeah, that's really it. I mean, I was born and raised in Massachusetts, but New Hampshire has always been my home in my heart. That's where I've found my peace. It's where I'm the happiest. And I'm not a southern New Hampshire guy. I'm sort of central and northern New Hampshire. That's kind of where I'm happiest, where life just goes a little slower, and you have some good peace. Other hobbies. I know I like fishing. I like bushcrafting. I like, canoeing. I like outdoor stuff in general. I like getting my boy out and going camping, and hiking and whatnot, and just sort of exploring this beautiful state. So I would say that's about it. Hopes for the future, which I purposely left that for the end because my hopes for the future, I never really thought of myself as someone who wanted to get into doing reviews and to make money or anything like that. I just, I kind of do it for fun. But I think one of my goals, I guess, would be to connect more with other reviewers or other people that enjoy firearms, motorcycles, caps, cigars and pipes and all that, and bushcrafting. I'd love to connect with more people and, maybe do some live streams, have some good conversations. Where I live by myself, once my kid goes to bed, I'm just kind of hanging out by myself. I don't really leave or to go and do anything. I'm not a bar guy. Yeah, it's just more to connect with people, Like I would really love to do some online streams and have some good conversations, you know what I mean? And just talk about the things that brought us together as far as our interests go, and learn, maybe some stuff I haven't picked up yet when it comes to motorcycles. But yeah, that's really just what I'm looking for, is some connections with other people around the country, or around the globe, really. Yeah, that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I know it's not a review. Hate to disappoint and not show a cap review, but I feel like I should have worn this one in the video, huh? Hey, this is a nice one. Goes good with my shirt, I think. Yeah, it's not a bad cap, huh? But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. To those of you who dropped questions for me, I really appreciate, taking the time out of your day to ask questions and actually even care to want to know anything about me at all. So I really appreciate all you guys. I appreciate everybody that has subscribed, and that has been supportive all the people that watch, the people that like, the people that hit those notification bells. All you people rock. And it helps the channel to get out there so I can get some more viewership. So, and hopefully make more connections. But I hope you all have a good night, and take it easy. We'll see you on the next one. I'm the Granite State Squatch here with bullets, spikes, brims, and briars. Take care.